Hey, I'm going to teach you guys 7 new growth hacks you can use to grow your business in 2017. So all of you guys here have e-commerce websites, right? A lot of you, you're in the e-commerce space, maybe you're providing software, solutions, consulting, or you have your own e-commerce business. So today, I'm going to be teaching you guys growth hacks that work in other industries that you can leverage with e-commerce. And I'm going to give you examples. So this is my Twitter handle. If you have questions, you can tweet at me. Now, the first thing that I'm going to teach you guys, as you know this, is the money is in the list, right? It's in the people who say no. You're lucky if 1 out of 3, right? 1 or 3 out of the 100 visitors that come to your website convert. So if you have 100 people on your website, and if 2 buy, it's not bad. 3 buy, you're doing a pretty decent job. But just because the majority don't convert, that doesn't mean they won't buy. It just means they're not going to buy right now. And I'm going to show you how to convert more of these visitors. So, if someone comes up to you, what's your name? What are you going to say? No? Oh, come on. I have money. I'm kidding. But why are you saying no? When someone comes to your website and you ask them to buy your services, and it's because they don't know you. Fernanda? Oh yeah, I got it right. So Fernanda, would you go on a date with me? Maybe. What is this, Brazil? Maybe? Okay, let's say she says yes. She gets to know me. Fernanda's, we hit it off. We drink some espresso, some coffee. We live together. Women, they argue and they may drive you crazy. Assume she doesn't drive me crazy because she's awesome and she's beautiful. She's smart and intelligent. And then if I ask her to marry me, she's much more likely to say yes. Why? Because we've built a relationship. That's how it works when people are coming to your e-commerce store. Don't do what I do. Don't ask Fernanda to marry you. She's gonna say no. But if you get to know her first, or you get to know your visitors and then you ask them to convert, you're much more likely. So there's a few things you can do. Most websites do content upgrades, blogs, informational sites. E-commerce sites in Brazil, we're not seeing a lot of blogs here. I don't know why. In America, if the e-commerce sites that are creating blogs, they're doing very well. Because what it's causing is your whole website to rank higher on Google. Your e-commerce site doesn't have a lot of content, doesn't have a lot of text. Add the content. When you add the content, people are getting to know you. It's like dating. They're building that trust. And then you can do content upgrades where you give them bonuses or even coupons. They can enter their details to get more information. If you have an e-commerce website selling shoes, okay? And let's say they're running shoes. You can do articles on how to run faster, how to be a faster marathon runner, how to do faster sprints. And by providing that information and collecting emails, then you can sell people on more shoes. By doing content upgrades, we collected 36.5% more emails. I was on the phone the other day with one of the presidents of Overstock.com. Have you guys heard of Overstock in America? It's a big e-commerce company. You know how much of their revenue comes from email? Over 30%. 30%. That's a lot of revenue from email. The other thing you can do is animated exit pop-ups. This is what I use. The background will move. It shifts. Now the cool part is, with e-commerce, your exit pop-ups should be free shipping or coupons. They work extremely well. I know free shipping is an issue here in Brazil. I will explain later on how you can offer free shipping without losing money and actually make more. Exit pop-ups with animated backgrounds, over a 42% increase in emails collected. Again, emails collected with e-commerce, it's huge. 30% of Overstock's revenue comes from emails. You need to be collecting emails from your website, your e-commerce store. The other thing that we're seeing a big trend with e-commerce is quizzes. This is a nutrition company. They sell supplements, nutritional products to get buff, like right, or weight loss if they're too fat. And we're doing quiz. I'm sharing everything on my journey to lose 30 pounds in a healthy way. Diet quiz. I'm a man. I'm a woman. Doing these types of quizzes gets people more engaged. At the end, when you're asking all these questions and you're trying to get them to figure out the results and how they can lose weight, you collect their name and email. Then when you collect the name and email, you want to offer them more products or services that they can buy. Based on what they filled in, you can offer them specific products to them. That's how you can generate more sales for e-commerce. And on top of that, you're getting more emails, right? Quizzes increase our email collection rate by 108%. Not too shabby. So number 2, sell through webinars. I know you guys see this in the digital world. It's not too popular yet in Brazil. Give it 2-3 years. It's going to be very popular in Brazil. And then give it another 5 years. It'll be very popular in e-commerce in Brazil. But it's a new upcoming trend that converts extremely well. For every 100 people that register for a webinar, for a $1,000 product, 3.6 buy. In e-commerce, we're seeing for every 100 webinar registrations, we're seeing roughly 9 to 10 sales. That's a lot of sales. That's 10% conversion rate. Now, with your e-commerce stores, how many of you guys have products that no one's buying but you still have the product? A lot of people? Some people, you have inventory, right? What do you do with this inventory? If it doesn't move, what do people start doing? They do discounts. And I'm going to show you how you can use webinars to generate more income from your e-commerce product. So there's 3 simple steps. First, you need to sign up for Webinar Jam. 2, create a PowerPoint presentation. And 3, create a follow-up sequence. I'm going to first show you guys how people are doing it in other industries, like in digital products, informational, education. And then I'm going to explain to you how you can do it in e-commerce, all right? So here's some general PowerPoint tips. First, PowerPoint shouldn't be more than 1.5 hours. In e-commerce, you want to be around 1 hour max. You want to spend around 40 minutes educating, 20 minutes selling, and then you can do question and answers at the end. Through Webinar Jam, which is a webinar software, you can show a buy button at the right time, and I'll explain how you can do it. So here's my presentation. Let me show you an example from my presentation, and you can copy. I talk about how I built some companies, then I go into my goal. My goal today is to teach you about marketing. Right? I explain what I'm doing. In the webinar, I then talk about if you stay to the end, I will give you a bonus. Do you know why I do this? So everyone watches the whole webinar. If they watch the whole webinar, you'll get more e-commerce sales. If they don't watch the whole webinar, you won't generate as many sales. So you need to give them a bonus to stay till the end. And then, because I'm selling marketing, I talk about the hard lessons I learned and how you can get it the easy way. And then I go into the lesson I learned with marketing. And then I talk about, tricks. The first thing I learned is you need to collect more emails, like I'm teaching you guys today. And then I give examples of collecting emails, and I talk about how emails drives a lot of traffic, 407,000 visitors. And then I talk about how it's the highest converting channel, right? Overstock made 30% of their revenue from emails. And then I go into how my friend, she's on Instagram, she sold a book, and she collected emails from her Instagram audience and then sold her e-commerce product, which were books and posters and t-shirts, and she made $32,000. It's not too bad. And then I go into examples of collecting emails like this, that I use on my sites, right? And then after I go through all the tactics, I will go through many of them, and then I explain, you'll see results, and then I go into the past hour, what I've covered in my presentation. This is a shortened version, right? I know it's not all the slides. The point I'm trying to make is you need to educate. So in your guys' example for e-commerce, Sandra, what do you sell? What do you sell on e-commerce? Nothing? Or not Sandra? I got your name wrong. And I asked her to marry me. Not a good Okay, what do you sell on e-commerce? Service? Okay, let's say you sell clothes. You like clothes? You sell services to e-commerce companies, right? You sell services like what? Consulting. So for consulting, what kind? Marketing consulting, e-commerce consulting, education. So for you, she would do a webinar that is 40 minutes long, educating and teaching free education. And then at the end, she was saying, did you like the education? Do you want more? Here's what I have to offer if you want more like this. If you're an e-commerce company, you're selling fashion. Men's fashion is big. Women's fashion is big in Brazil, right? Everyone wants to look cool, hip. So if you sell fashion, you can talk about in the first 30 minutes how to dress cool on a budget. In Brazil, you're in a recession, right? So you talk to them and you teach them how to dress really nice. Like this guy here, he got the, you know, hey, you're looking good with the blue suit, you got the nice shoes. Like, I should have asked him to marry me. So I could talk about men's fashion and how to dress nicely on a budget. And then when I talk about men's fashion, I'm like, all right, now that I taught you how to dress nice, do you want a cheat sheet? Do you want a shortcut on dressing nice? Well, I'm going to offer you a bundle, all these cool clothes for a good price. So, and that's when you get to introducing your offer. You want to talk about if you're doing services in education, what are they going to get? You're going to get your program, education. You're going to talk to them about the total value, everything they're going to get if they buy from you. And then you're going to get into bonuses. If you buy today, you will get this bonus. You'll get another bonus, right? And if you also buy today. And then you give a recap, an overview again of what you're going to get. And I know this is a lot of slides and content. Vtex has everything. So if you need the slides, you can email somewhere there. They have my slides. And then you talk about a money-back guarantee. I know this is not common in Brazil. We started testing this. It increases conversions here. Try it out. It works very well. If you don't like it, you give them back the money. And then you talk about how this is a good deal for $5,000, but I'm not going to charge you 5,000 or even 3,000 reais. I'm going to charge you 1,000 reais. All you have to do is click the button to get started. And in Webinar Jam, this is when you show the button. If I was doing the e-commerce store where I'm talking about cool clothes that I could be offering, and I'm teaching people how to dress nice on a budget, what I would do is I would talk to them and be like, you want some swag? You want to be cool? You want to, right? You want to be hip? Well, what you need to do is you can go and learn all of this and go to the store and buy all these clothes, but I already created outfits for you. What you're going to wear on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can buy the whole package of all these cool clothes and fitting in your size. Instead of paying all these clothes separately, would be 500 reais, but I'm going to give them to you if you buy today, right now, for 250 reais. You see, by giving them a discount and selling them a lot in volume, you may not make as much per item, but because you're selling a lot, your profit's still good. And then you want to show testimonials. So the testimonial could be of this guy who's like, hey, I dress cool with all these clothes and look, I got this girl now, right? You can do testimonials, anything. If you're doing information, you can end up doing, wow, I learned a lot from this course. You guys should also buy. Another testimonial, right? You want to do the testimonials, and then after you do the testimonials, you want to sell your bundle. So in e-commerce, you need to bundle a lot of items together. Think of Woot, you know Woot, the bag of crap in America, which Amazon owns? You want to do something similar in Brazil where you just give them a bag of stuff that they can buy. And then you get into questions. They can ask questions about dressing cool or e-commerce or education or service, whatever it may be. Expect half your sales to come from the webinar, the other half from emails. And when you're doing the emails, I use Infusionsoft. You want to do a 7-day email sequence of following up with people, offering them that same discount. The last 2 days, you want to have a countdown clock showing it's expiring. That's where you get the other half of the sales. And you can do this by using Plus This. That's a software that integrates with Infusionsoft. So, number 3, there's a lot of regions in Brazil. Why not geo-target? all the dating companies in Brazil, what's an example of a dating company? Like Tinder, right? You have Tinder here in Brazil? So you can end up doing, everyone wants to know, like in Tinder, they'll be like, oh, there's 2,300 single people in Sao Paulo. What are you waiting for? Sign up. Right? It's more related to them. The lady's laughing. Are you going to go on Tinder now and sign up? I hope that's not your husband. He's going to be upset. He's going to be like, oh, I guess I'm going to be one of those extra single people in Sao Paulo now. So, what you need to do is take a page from these dating companies. Why not include the person's location within your website? So this is my buddy Tim. He sells financial stuff. He has an e-commerce store where he sells a lot of products. And with him, he talks about the city. So I was in Las Vegas when I went to his website, and he's talking to me and he put Las Vegas in there. He's using GeoIP. Expedia, same thing. They sell tickets, they sell hotels, right? They automatically are pre-populating. Because I'm in Los Angeles and I was looking for flights to New York, they are automatically leaving from Los Angeles. They're using the IP and putting that in there. And then they're showing all the other areas, flights to New York from areas that I'm in. Los Angeles, San Francisco, which is close, etc. So when you're trying to use geo, you need to do a few things, right? X company is looking to help 5 people in which city look younger. My only question is you. Or if you're e-commerce and you're selling beauty products, you know, like the facial creams, you can end up talking about using testimonials on your e-commerce page and reviews of people within Sao Paulo. Or if the customer is in Rio, show them testimonials and reviews from other people in Rio. Use the geo to customize it, make it more personalized towards them. The more personalized you get, the better off you are. And you can use the same testimonials from people within that city, right? So like no matter what city they are, Guyana, Sao Paulo, Rio, Florianopolis, pick the cities they're in. And incorporate local page elements into the design. So if you're selling beach blankets and they're in Rio, put a picture of Rio in the background. It makes them feel more comfortable, more warm and fuzzy, because emotionally they're tied to the location they're in. Helps all increase conversions. We started doing this on 5 sites on e-commerce. We saw additional increase in sales by anywhere from 12.49 to 27.57%. That's pretty good, right? Test it out. So check number 4, optimize your checkout pages. So I learned this from Unleash Your Thin. They sell nutritional supplements. And they pre-qualify you and they let you know the benefit. They get you to commit to buying before you buy. Yes, Johnny, I'm ready to start melting the fat off my belly, hips, and thighs for today's special price of $37. If in the next 60 days I'm not satisfied for any reason, I can get a full refund. Get people to commit before they buy. Let them know the benefit of the product, the service that they're buying. This way, they are more inclined to go through with the purchase. Your checkout page has a lot of leakage. A lot of people bounce back off. The other cool part that we tested here in e-commerce is to put in a message here in regions like Brazil. You can put, thank you, like let's say your company is called e-commerce Brazil, or e-commerce dogs. I don't know, like what's a popular e-commerce company here in Brazil? What? Zeus? Zeus. Okay, so Zeus is a popular e-commerce company. So the message could be, because you're a first-time Zeus customer, we're now going to give you free shipping when you complete the order. And by doing that, and if you know someone is coming to your website for the first time using cookies, increase the price of each product, but offer free shipping. And put free shipping everywhere, because that's a novelty in Brazil. We do that in America. We found out, and what works in America works very well usually in Brazil. And we started testing it. Instead of having your price for your product, let's say at 20 reais and then charging 5 reais for shipping, just charge 25 reais for your product and then put the shipping for free, because then everyone's like, wow, Zeus does free shipping. And what we found is that increases sales in e-commerce. Just charge more for the product and then add free shipping. And I understand shipping cost is different per region. Some you may not get as much shipping dollars for, and some you may get more, but it averages out and you'll be okay. The other thing you need to do is future pacing. So if you're selling products, let's say it's shoes, and it makes people run faster, let them know the benefits of these shoes. Less back pain, better runs, you go faster, go with the wind, they're more aerodynamic, right? Future pacing helps from what we've seen by 5 to 10%. Answer objections. People don't buy your products or services because they have objections. Maybe your price, maybe it's free shipping, maybe it's that there's another better product. So you need to answer objections. Best rated running shoe in Brazil, right? You let them know in advance on why this is awesome, and you answer objections by using more information, reviews, stats to get and encourage people to continue with their purchase and buy. Two-step checkout in your e-commerce pages. Does it make sense to have everything on one page and make it more user-friendly? You agree? One page and more user-friendly? No, don't do that. Everyone here, take your e-commerce pages and have 2 steps. First page is email, name, email or email, password. And then the second step is the rest of the checkout, where they buy the products. Every time you do that, you should get roughly 10% more sales. Because if someone gives you their email address and then they don't finish buying, they're like, Neil already has my email address, might as well finish purchasing. It's like me asking someone on a date. If I get them on the date, I'm already halfway there to asking them to marry me. You have to start with slowly. Ask them for their email first, and then ask them to buy the rest of the products on the next page for your checkout. You'll get roughly a 10% lift there. And are you guys doing checkout bumps? We're seeing a 15% increase in revenue in e-commerce when whatever you're selling at the end offer bonus for other items. So if you're selling shoes, you can sell shoe cleaner as the checkout bump. It's related, right? Your shoes get dirty. Or you can sell some shorts. That way you can run faster in those shoes. The possibilities are endless, but you want to offer a checkout bump. It's a quick way to make 15% extra money from your visitors, the ones that are buying. Why wouldn't you do that? You'll get a better ROI from your advertising. It's simple, easy, works really well. The other thing you need to do is you should be considering, should you be sending people to your product page directly to buy? There's a fitness guy in America. Have you guys heard of Mike Chain? The six-pack shortcuts? He's like a buff Asian guy, okay? Imagine a buff Brazilian guy. There's probably tons in the audience. So he asked you, what are your goals? Before he would sell you his products, he made you answer specific questions. Now, no matter what you answered, he still will sell you the product. But he learned that, hey, if you ask people questions before you let them buy, you can tend to get more sales. It's all about A/B testing, right? You get people to commit. If they're like, oh, I want to buy. Here's all about me. This is why you should let me in as a customer. Whether they meet the criteria or not, and then you show them the products that they can buy, what we've normally seen is roughly a 10% increase in sales. Here's another one. You can put up roadblocks. You can do searching. You can ask people questions. Chatbots are getting really big in America right now. Chatbots are, you can ask people questions. What kind of dress would you like? How tall are you? What size are you? Asking them questions, and then you're showing them the right products or service, and then you're searching this website, and then you show them what's best for them. We found that increases sales because it's a more personalized experience. In essence, you're putting roadblocks instead of just showing them everything. We're seeing roughly a 15% increase in sales by adding roadblocks. And you can do a lot of this with chatbots. Number 5, ask your audience to market you. So, people buy all day from your e-commerce sites, your service businesses, whatever it may be. And I started doing this. I started asking my customers that buy for a favor. I said, hey Mike, pause for a second, imagine something. How incredible would it feel to have a blog that got over 1 million visitors a month? I teach people traffic, right? All without spending $1 on advertising. What would that do for your life? You see, when I started my entrepreneurial journey at the age of 16 years old, I didn't know a thing about blogging. Luckily, I had a few entrepreneur mentors around who were willing to show me the ropes. A few years later, I was running a 7-figure business, all while still in school. The money was great and all, but what really excited me was the freedom it provided. I was so grateful that I decided to hit up my mentors and ask what I could do for them. Surprisingly, not a single one of them wanted any favors or money. Instead, they asked me to pay it forward. To help people do the same, build thriving blogs and businesses, to not hold back and to share all my knowledge. Since then, I've dedicated myself to helping people like you achieve massive success, and I've gone to build multi-million-dollar companies. And my blogs receive over 2 million visitors a month using these core tactics. To top it off, I've also helped X, Y, and Z, and I keep going on, right? And then I do an ask at the end. So what I want to do for you is, I need your help. I want to teach you how to get more traffic to your business, but in exchange, I want you to write a blog post. And I would send out this email after people would be on my list for 30 days. My subject line was their first name, I need a favor, ... can you help? Plus some good news. By doing this, I got all the people who are on my list to promote the business. And here's an example. Hello Neil, I'm a fan. It took some time following some of your advice, but I was able to create a post. Hopefully you like it. Look at this. Shh. Neil Patel gave me his secret blogging weapons. All these people are doing free marketing for me. And you can send this to all the people who aren't converting on your e-commerce list or your service list and offer them something in exchange for them promoting your business. Maybe you can give them a coupon or a discount, or you can give them some educational material that teaches them something. For an e-commerce company, every time someone buys your product, you can say, hey, did you love the product? If they say yes, then you send them an email because you now know they love the product. And you can be like, hey John, didn't this product, wasn't it awesome? Well, of course it was, because you just told me the other day that you loved it. So here's what I'm going to do for you. You loved it so much, let's help other people experience the same thing. Tell me 5 of your friends that are interested in getting the same help or want the same product or service. Let me know, introduce them to us, and you know what I'm going to do in exchange? In exchange, I'm going to give you free shipping on the next product or service that you buy from Zeus or whatever company you are. And by doing this, some of them will promote, you'll get some sales, and you'll get them to also come back and continually buy from you. So by doing this, we didn't get much increase in traffic, but sales went up by 6.41%. It's not bad by leveraging our audience. Number 6, increase your rankings through brand queries. All right, I have a question for you. If you have 2 sites that have a lot of backlinks and are popular in Brazil, how does Google know which one to rank first? They base it off of popularity. The company with the biggest brand, in most cases, ranks higher. You have BMW here and you have Mercedes. Which one should Google rank higher for cars? They rank the higher one based on, a lot of the times, brand queries. Whoever searches the most for that brand, they rank higher. So here's the brand queries for my name. Have any of you guys used Instagram? Yes? Have any of you guys seen Neil Patel? So I'll explain what it is. This is my traffic in July 2016. 166,000 visitors. I increased my brand queries. I got more people to Google for my name, Neil Patel. After they stopped Googling my name, my rankings went up for like marketing online, marketing digital, and all the terms. And I started to rank in the top 5 of Google for all these terms. You know how I did it? I had girls, Instagram models, men and women, hold up a sign that says, "Quem é Neil Patel?" So then everyone started Googling my company name, and then my Google traffic went through the roof. All because these Instagram girls and guys don't make much money in Brazil. So I was paying them like 300 reais, and they post, "Can't add Neil Patel." And then thousands of people are coming to my website, signing up and buying because they see all these signs. It got so popular, we had a big muscle guy, a body lifter. He put Neil Patel on his pecs, and he shaked it like, oh, and it went viral. And people kept Googling. And in Brazil, all my rankings went up because all the Brazilians were like, "Yeah, Neil Patel." It was so popular that I even got the TV hosts on like the TV stations like MTV Brazil. They were doing the same thing. They're like, "Yeah, Neil Patel." All on Facebook, Instagram. Even they started doing it on YouTube. Very effective. You guys should try it. It works well. It's cheaper than buying advertising on Google. You can do it for anything. Shreds, same model for the US. They have all the buff guys holding their fitness products. There's a sock company, My Undies. They sell socks and underwear in the US. They did the same thing. They paid people. The scooters, people, you know, the Segways and scooters, they did the same thing with Instagram. It works very well to sell e-commerce products. So here's what you do. You direct message people with over 1 million followers. Offer a few hundred reais for them to post an image for 6 hours or a whole day. And then you have the post saying, "Who is Neil Patel?" or "What is your company name?" or "Who is your company name?" And you get everyone Googling coming to your website, and it helps with sales. In addition to this, what you need to do is you can also get them to promote your products, your services on your e-commerce site. It's a great way, again, to get branding out there. That way everyone knows what it is. Number 7, this works the best for last. This is the simplest one. You guys do holiday specials in your e-commerce stores? Yes? Do your emails have countdown timers like this inside the email? Every email you send should have a live timer, and that should count down inside the email. When you do this one simple thing, you get a lot more sales. And we use plus this, so like it shows a countdown timer in your email. The clock keeps going down inside the email. You don't even have to click a link. Within the email, you need to include the timer. That one little thing increases sales, right? And here's how we do it. We use Infusionsoft combined with plus this. We send one email the day before the countdown starts, and an email during the day. The reason you want 2 days is not everyone opens up their email every single day. When we did this, email sales increased by 122.8% by just putting the timer in the clock. And it was funny, my guys and I, we were here at Vtex, we're like, these Vtex guys are smart. Do you remember before it started, they had the countdown clock? Yeah, they know what they're doing. They're having the timer down. It's like 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes. They had the timer. In e-commerce, put the timers within your emails. It's a great way to generate more email sales. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Vtex. This has been amazing.